What's up guys, it's Truscabo, and here we're doing the channel Q&A. And you're probably wondering, what am I playing on? Well, on Halo Reach on my 360. So yeah, I just want to clarify that I can now do gameplay on 360, so I'm excited. Yeah, as well I'm tired and a bit hungry, but... So yeah, we're pretty much going to just talk about the Q&A and what it's going to be about. And I'm going to answer a few of the questions given to me. Some of them are probably the same, but I might give similar reasons or more detailed reasons, because some might not know. You know, like some of them might not know about like what I'm doing in general, but some of them might know what I'm doing, but just want to know what I do in some of those categories. So, if this mic sounds silly, sorry guys. Like I said, I'm still getting used to the Harpogs, and I'm still getting used to these other mics, so... Yeah, this is actually the first time I actually can hear my voice in my headphones, so I might try and edit everything around in my room. But this is my bedroom, but downstairs where the Xbox One is, then yeah. So pretty much guys, let's get started. Let's go down here. My friend Amy, and most of these are my mates, by the way, my friends. Because obviously, I don't know, I just like preferring asking them, because I want to see what they honestly think. And YouTube, I couldn't exactly ask you guys, 'cause I have to make a big video, and I thought that'd be a waste of your time. But obviously you guys can see this, and if you guys want to ask me questions on Facebook, on Xbox, or on YouTube. But anyway, let's get started. So, number one, what is it about? That's what Amy asked. So, pretty much. Good question, so I'm just getting this set up. So, yeah, well, sorry, the music, I like it. I'm distracted. I've not been prepared for this. But yeah, pretty much though, it's about me just playing games and enjoying what I do. I mean, I would like to do PC, but I'm not really sure. But pretty much, it was also originally about my old community clan called the GOS. Shane, aka Valkyrie, he was in charge of it, then because of work he decided not to do it anymore because he couldn't cope with it, because it was just too much for him. Like, nothing bad, it's just because he just couldn't do it. He couldn't do it, so because of that. Oh wow, sorry, I'm just looking at my screen right now, it just looks so awesome. But yeah guys, so you guys understand what I'm trying to say, is that because of it ending, obviously the US community news didn't really happen as much, then Firestorm came around, and as you guys already know, Firestorm Adventures Minecraft was pretty much like a community thing, and it still is, but it's just died down. So apart from that though, things actually been alright, but however, there hasn't been much activity on that world, which I am sad to say. It's not like I don't want to bother, but it's obviously because I've got other games I want to do, and the others are busy, and a couple of the people I'm playing with on 360, they don't have Xbox One. But we do have Minecraft, so I might do something on here for them, because I've already got like a world set up, so I might do like that as a spontaneous sort of thing. Like, it's not going to be like the Firestorm thing. So that will be back soon, by the way. But as well, isn't about money. The channel isn't about being the best. It's just about me communicating with you guys. You know, I just want to do that. That's all I want to do. I just want to have fun. Because I love Halo. I love all these sort of games. For me, when I was a little kid, it just made me happy. Because of my autism and how it... You know, because obviously I used to stay inside, so that's why I want to do YouTubing, because I want to be creative. It's about me being creative. So, to answer another one of her questions then. So Amy also asked, number 2, why did you start up my channel? Well, as I probably already answered it a little bit, but pretty much I wanted to start it up because of the fact that I had creativity and I wanted to use that, but however I couldn't use it that much because of my art was limited because I didn't have all the paints and everything in the world. And YouTube I looked at it as a machinima idea because on Reach I'm actually thinking about like doing a voiceover on some of my clips. It's going to be very bad, but spoilers. But basically, I did some recordings on my Xbox 360, and you know, like if you're a Halo gamer, you know what I mean, because you can basically not pick up. I don't know what I'm even on about. I'm distracted right now. But pretty much though, you go, if you're a Halo gamer, you know what I'm talking about, because you pretty much go into theatre mode after your game, and then after that you pretty much go into the theatre mode, watch the film, and then I edited the film like that. I couldn't upload to YouTube, I couldn't do anything, and I couldn't do voiceovers, so I was a bit like, oh. And the machinima is pretty much like a gaming movie. So yeah, like basically you're like acting on a game. Sounds silly, but you know, it's kind of like, it's good. I really respect it, and that's why I really love that sort of creative side of it. I'm actually in a machinima or two. I'm in a video basically where I get run over along with like 13 other people on Halo 3. And on Reach, I'm in a video made by something changed, so I can't remember his name. But after this, I'm going to look it up, all the videos, and I'll put them in the description, so you guys can have a look at them. Maybe check out their channels. So yeah, pretty much the channel was started up because I wanted to be creative. So anyway, let's move on to her last question. What is the best part of gaming? Well, me breathing heavily isn't helping. But pretty much, oh, sorry, I can hear the noise, I can hear myself talking and everything, so it's just weird. But pretty much though, the best thing about gaming is just doing something I'm enjoying, because let's just say in the future, can I move this away because this is just silly. But pretty much so. Sorry. But basically, I don't really know what to say, because I'm not good at these sort of things, but... Oh, 5 minutes remaining, okay. So, but I don't really know what to say on it, but it's just, the best thing about it for me is like, just playing the games I enjoy, but recording them. Like, for example, the best thing for Firestorm Adventures on my Minecraft Let's Play series was, like, I watched from episode 1, like, I got bits, because on episode 20 it was, like, the final episode, and that, had clips from episode 1 to 19. And it was surprising to see how much has changed from when I first did stuff to now. So, it was just, wow. You know, like, it's just weird. I don't understand it. It's hard to explain, because obviously if you're not a gamer, you know, you won't understand it. Like, my mum thinks, Richard, why are you bothered about it? You know, I mean, like, sometimes she thinks it's not a big deal, so it's like, she won't get like me about it, because obviously it's a passion. Because obviously she's not a gamer, it's just how some people are, but... You know, but being a gamer is like a passion to me, and... You know, it's just the fact, it just makes me happy playing, and recording is a bonus. I mean, one day I could get money from it. I mean, I'm not saying I will, but if I did, that's a bonus, because that means I get paid for something I enjoy. I mean, it's a saying, like, you know, do a job that you enjoy. You know, I mean, I want to use this as a job one day, but obviously I'm not going to be good as a game test or anything. But I would like to just do my thing and just enjoy. I should have turned that off, shouldn't I? I should have turned it off, but I didn't realise. I'm going to keep it on, because just in case people bother me. And I think Oh god, Callum's on now, okay. He might spam me, so I'm just gonna have to ignore, but anyway, let's move on to the next question. So, here we go. Let's scroll up to EKSX Insanes, because, like I said, these people, some of them work with me, but they don't know 100%. But yeah, pretty much though, Austin asked me, what made you want to make videos? Well, like I mentioned this a bit in one of my other questions, but pretty much I did a bit on Halo Reach and other Halo games, and I really enjoyed them. Like Halo 3 I did it as well, but I only did it like theatre clips, but I always wanted to do like machinima clips, like basically you got so yeah, I don't know, I'm just gonna message him quickly. So just give me a minute, guys. So pretty much so basically is that like Red versus Blue. Yeah. So I'm just distracted. Red versus Blue is my inspiration. And if you don't know what Red versus Blue is, it's pretty much a series made by these guys in the United States. And it's basically from Halo 1 to Halo 5. I don't know how long it's going. They're on like their 12th season now. Like they first did it like as a joke now, but then it's become something so big. Like it's basically Halo spawns, like red team and blue teams, and they're fighting, and they're very silly, and then they act alright, and then recently they've done animation, and they managed to make CGI and animation, something like that. So it's like really awesome. I mean, I can't do that. There's no way I can make my character run and do like punches and everything. You know, like ground pounds and that, because that's not possible at the moment. But maybe in one day. But I do want to do proper machinimas, like you lower your weapons, and you know, that's something I really want to do. So yeah. Austin also asked me what's my favourite game.
1 minute remaining.
Well, I'll mention one of my favourite games because there's a lot of them, and obviously I think I got another couple people that that's asked that question. So one of my favourite games, and I will say my first favourite games is Halo, from Halo 1 to the newest Halo. They're all my favourites. I love all the Halo games.
30 seconds remaining.
The Halo Saga was my favourite. Like the whole saga is my favourite. That is my top favourite, but there's other favourites, which I'll go over later. So, one of his last questions is, how long have you been playing games for? So, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Game over.
Yeah, I win. Okay, so pretty much how long have you been playing games for? So, I've been playing since I was 3 or 4. I started playing on the Sega. Don't know which console it was, but my uncle had it. I played Sonic the Hedgehog. Like that, Sonic was like one of my best games back then. And Mario I didn't play on that, but I played different versions, so like Mario Kart, my GameCube, those sort of games I played, and Nintendo, Wii and DS. But I never played it on the older ones. But Sonic I used to play a lot. I love it. So yeah, like I played from 3 to 18. So how many years would that be? So if it's 3 to 4 years. So 4, 6. So that would be nearly 14 years. 14 or 15 years max. So yeah, let's finally go on to one of the last questions. Or the last person to ask me questions. Only been a few, but like they wanted to ask me loads, so that's why I've only like done a few people, because there's so many. Basically, my cousin did this, Kim. So like she basically doesn't do. She's got a partner who loves like these sort of things. So obviously she kind of knows a little bit, but she doesn't know too much. But so pretty much her question is, why do you like gaming? So basically I like gaming because it's a way to vent, it's a way to just escape everything. I mean, some parents can justify that this is bad for you and this isn't good for your health or whatever, but then saying that though, with all due respect, there's people who smoke weed and all those other things and alcohol. I mean, gaming can't kill you. I mean, in seizures and that, yeah, maybe, but then you know that you should play it or not. So that's the person who's playing its fault. And as well, as long as you don't play it constantly for all your life, then that's fine. As long as you have breaks and as long as you moderately play it or don't constantly mess it up, then it's fine. But yeah, I like gaming because it's just something, it's one of my hobbies, it's something I enjoy because I enjoy having a challenge. I used to play Kung Fu Panda and Sonic and all that lot, and I finished Kung Fu Panda on the Xbox 360 in a day, like in a few hours. Like, it got ridiculous where everything was so easy. So Halo I got introduced to and I found it challenging and I liked it. Those games were so awesome. I like the creative, I like the armor, I love everything about it. So she also asked me some of these questions. I love her answers the most and questions the most. I'm not saying that hers are the best because she's my cousin or anything, because like I said, it's not just the fact that she asked me loads. Literally when she sent me them, she sent like loads. But she basically asked me questions that even I'm a bit unsure of, but I'm gonna answer them. So do you appreciate the graphics? Well, it depends, because each console's got its own, like, it's got its own graphic card or something like that. And obviously on here for you guys when you're watching this, it might be different, like graphics, because my laptop's got a graphics card. So on my screen right now, my 360, because the TV, it depends on, because the TV is like darker, but on my computer screen it's lighter. And the Xbox 360 has different sort of graphics, but the Xbox One can can kind of go up to 180p, 1080p. So yeah, that's better. Sorry guys if I'm sounding off. It's just like I didn't think I'd ramble as much, but like I am really privileged to do this. And I'm very grateful. But yeah, Kim, I do appreciate the graphics because yeah, I do not know. I don't know. I don't really focus on graphics as such, because another example is like pixelated games. You know, some of those, like Minecraft's like not it's pixelated. You know, like blocky sort of thing. So it's different. It depends which games. Like if it's all blue and you can't play anything, then yeah, then that's bad. But obviously if it's meant to be like shaky, sometimes it's meant to like look like Minecraft graphics, and then yeah, that's fine. I think I appreciate the graphics for what they are, and I hope they work, because I don't want them to be bad. Like, I want them to work. Alright. So another one of her questions. Hang on, where is it? Here we go. What is your favourite game and why? Well, Halo was my favourite game because it was like, basically, you know, it was like a challenge. And it was just the arm and everything. But another favourite game I had, and another one of my favourite games is Halo. Like, not Halo. I already said that. I'm not on the ball today. But basically, there's Borderlands, which is a good game at the moment. But that's only been recently I've been getting into that. But I would say one of my all-time favourite games is Sonic. The Sonic series. I think there's been a couple of games that I've not done because they're, you know, they're challenging or they're just annoying, frustrating, or silly. But the old classic, you know, Sonic Genesis ones, you know, the 2D Sonic games, those ones were brilliant. I loved them. Those were my favourites. And it's just fun as my first games I ever played when I was little, like when I was a little kid, when I was a little baby. So you know, like that's why I love them. And another one of her questions is, what kind of feelings do you get when you accomplish a game? This is why I prefer questions, because like this is why I think they're the best out of all of them, because like literally she's gone into so much detail. Like she's so much better than what I could do. I couldn't ask questions like this. So fair play. But yeah, so pretty much when I get a feeling for completing something, it's kind of hard to say, because obviously I like it when I go into it, because if I don't know what's different about it, I don't like doing it. When I do something over and over and over again, it isn't really the same. But obviously when you do something that's really difficult and then you do it, it's just like a you know, it's like a relief, and it is actually like that. Because on Borderlands I had this couple of bosses on the Borderlands 2 game, and it was really difficult, and I struggled so much doing these bosses, and I was just so annoyed, and I was like, finally I'd done all these DLCs, I'd done everything. So you know, it felt like a nice big relief. So yeah, I get like a bit of a nervous feeling, thinking, oh come on, you know, like when I'm farming for weapons or trying to get weapons, and when I finally get them, I'm like relieved, I'm so happy. I'm happy and relieved. It's like, I think an example would be Final Fantasy Freddy's 3, because on Final Fantasy Freddy's 3, I struggled sometimes, and there's bits where I was a bit like, what the hell? And it's just, and up in that game, if anyone's played it, you'll get what I mean. Like when you finally beat the hard modes of it, when you beat the trilogy's hard modes or whatever, you have. I've seen people who've gone literally like panic and into panic mode, and they've done it, and they just relaxed. You know, that's pretty much what the feeling is. It's like a happy, relieved feeling, depending on what it is. Like if you completed the game, or you beat a boss, or you got something from a, like you got an item. That's, if you got an item, then you're really happy. So another question she asked was, which has been the hardest game you've had played? Well, which one would be the hardest? It's not really, I don't really know what to say on that. I think one of the hardest modes, hardest games, I'm not really sure. But one of the hardest things I found was Halo 2 on Legendary. Because I should have said this in the last question, but basically I was so relieved when I finished the game, because basically if you play co-op on Halo 2 on Legendary, if one of you dies, you have to restart from your checkpoint. So you pretty much have to have the Iron Skull on anyway, since it will give you, you know, more points. But if I'm on my own, it's better, so you know, I don't have to worry about somebody else. And that took me forever. It was so frustrating doing Legendary on my own. Legendary is the hardest one. I mean, actually no, the hardest one is Lasso. It's basically where you have Legendary solo, all skulls on. That's the hardest one. Well, actually no, I think that and Lasso are harder, because obviously Legendary you can have like Lasso you can have all players with you, can have like your friends with you helping you, but Lasso is pretty much solo Legendary, all skulls on. So you know, you'll be on your own doing it, so it's even worse. I don't really know which is harder, but I'm gonna try them soon. I might try them soon just for the lols. Another question I've been asked is, are you interested in going into game design? Well, I'm not really sure. I don't think I can be good into making my own game. I have tried playing Project Spark on my Xbox One, and I recommend it because it's free. That I know of, so don't get cross with me if it isn't free. But if it is free, then go and get it. You basically can buy stuff for your own money to buy certain things to add to your game. But you have quite a lot of things already, so you probably wouldn't need to. But obviously, if you use your money, you can get nice things like Cybertronic-like stuff. And it's really cool. But yeah, I wouldn't do something like that, but I would like to like take part in the game testing if I was told to do that. You know, like, I would love to do something like that, but I don't think I would do well at it. But if I was offered it, then I'll try. If I was taught what to do, then yeah. Another question I've been asked is there a game that you haven't been able to complete? Well, currently I haven't done GTA 5 yet, and that's because my Let's Play was on hold because of my problems with my... oh god, no! That was the worst cough word thing I ever done in my life. Never doing that again. But yeah, pretty much because of the problems with my Elgato and the previous videos or whatever, and with some of my Ball and Answer pre-sequel videos, which I'm going to release soon, and I'm going to go into that detail after this. But basically, I decided to do Sonic Unleashed, and I haven't done that game. I had to actually rage quit when I was very little. I literally chucked my controller and I went ballistic. It was on the last boss and I couldn't do it. It just took so long and it was just unfair. And like, that guy had just like punched the shit out of me. And so I've sworn, but literally I raged beyond so much belief. I haven't completed Red Dead Redemption and a few other games. I've still got quite a few games I haven't completed, but there's a good reason. But I am gonna do something about that soon. And I think I might do that with my 360 gameplays. So yeah, guys, bear that in mind. It might not be a Let's Play It proper, because obviously I'll be limited. I can't have this on all the time because my thing will be done. But anyway, I'll go on to that later on. So another question is, do you think that speaking to people wireless gaming is an off-putter or a good way to interact? Well, that's a good question, Kim. So basically, a lot of people do commentaries, such as Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, who else is there? Well, they're the only people I'm actually subscribed to properly. But they do their commentaries live. There's a few people I'm subscribed to that do their commentaries like afterwards, like there's talk about game reviews and stuff. There's a couple of people who do Minecraft, you know, like they talk. Because the reason why it's good to talk in live commentaries is basically because of the fact, like, if you're not talking, it'd be quiet, it'd be boring. I mean, funny moments where you're quiet, maybe, but you know, if it's always quiet, it's just, you guys will be bored. You know, it's kind of good I'm talking to you guys, and obviously you want to see me react, like go, you know, instead of me going, or, oh, okay, yeah, oh, me like pretending, because obviously you guys think, oh, he's already done this, and some games I've already done, but they're legit. It's legit. Even if I've done it again, it's legit. It isn't like I pre-recorded it. Some games that have been pre-recorded with the commentary, they're okay if you're doing like help, like if you're doing, okay, this is how you build this, or this is how you get through this level. You know, obviously sometimes that's okay, but it just depends on the scenario, if you get where I'm coming from. But I don't think it puts people up as long as you don't like like mess it up, like you don't like screech down the mic constantly, or like if your mic goes quiet constantly sometimes, because I know that sometimes my thing got put down, because recently it's been really quiet on some of my videos which will be released soon, and because of that it messed up. Like it was really quiet, and sometimes I'm still getting used to things, and hopefully I've got this right, but I don't know. So anyway, I think it is a good way to interact, but it just depends on how you do it and what you do with it. One of our final questions is, and the final question there is, that is from other people, is where do you think gaming will be in 20 years time? How do you think it will advance? That's a very good question. Well, I don't know, because I could die in 20 years. Well, before that, you know, anything could happen. The world could end. I'm not saying the world will end, so don't panic. None of you panic. But basically, I believe that I hate this, but actually I'm on the roll and then I just cut off like that. My brain suddenly stops. So pretty much I think it will get better. Like I think we'll have like things on our faces where we'll be able to join into the game. I mean, one day it might get serious where we actually have these pain feelers on our body, and then whenever we get shot we actually feel it, and then we're probably gonna kill ourselves by accident. Because, you know, in a game you can obviously kill someone with a sword, but then realistically it would hurt them. So obviously the pain feeler would do exactly the same thing. Oh my god, like a grown man, like a 80-year-old man playing it. Oh my god. So I don't know, honestly. I mean, we can't say. For all we know, the world might ban gaming. We might never ever be able to do gaming again. Or like maybe I might give up on gaming. So, you know, I might not even be bothered about it. I might not even know, because, you know, I won't be looking up anymore. In 20 years time, I know my favourite games like Halo and Transformers. And Transformers is a film, but it's also got games as well. And all my other favourite things, they're going to probably end in 20 years. They might keep going, and that'll be brilliant if they do. I want them to last as long as they can, but not milked out in a bad way. You guys know what I'm saying, because I just don't know. I don't want them being milked out. That's all I can really put into the words of what I can think of. And that didn't even make sense. So I think it will advance in a sense where we'll be able to pretty much run and look left and right and have pain feelers. That's pretty much what I think it will have. So yeah, what do you guys think of my character? I'm gonna say, like, thanks to everyone who asked the questions. You guys are awesome, and girls. Just double checking. Oh, sorry, I thought like a message. My bad. I'm just double checking, make sure I did not forget anybody. So there's no other questions. Good. Alright, good. I just want to make sure, because I don't want somebody saying, "Oh, you forgot me." Well, if I did forget anyone, then literally it has not popped up on any of the social networks saying. So, yeah. So, pretty much what I'm going to be talking about now, for the next minute or so, is pretty much about my gaming on here. I can now prove to some of you that I can do 360 gaming. But I'm not going to do it as often as my Xbox One gaming, mainly because that my Xbox 360 is like oldish in a sense, and obviously I don't want to mess it up or overuse it, because I use it at night when I go to sleep, when I watch YouTube. You know, obviously we all do that. And obviously I don't want to keep using everything all non-stop all the time 24/7, and that wouldn't be good for even my consoles. So, you know, all I'm saying is that this will come when it comes. As well, I'm going to be start next week, from Monday onwards, I'm going to be releasing, start releasing Borderlands, the pre-sequel. and I've already recorded like over 20 parts of it. However, from part 1 to half of 17, pretty much it's the Elgato, but then after the other half of 17 onwards, it's the Hapag, and there's bits where I'm still struggling with it because I didn't know how to use it properly. So bear in mind that from 17 onwards, it's really weird. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it now because I might forget to say it to you guys. So if you've seen this and see those videos, you know what I mean. As well, I am going to do some Borderlands 2, but I'm not really sure on the matter. As well, Minecraft, I'm going to do the odd Minecraft spontaneous video up here. It depends. But as well, I'm going to continue on with the Firestorm Adventures, but I might not do it as often because obviously everyone's doing their own thing, and I don't want to be on there on my own all the time, and you guys will get bored of that. And I'm going to make sure I have things planned. It might be like once every 2 weeks at least. But it will come back as a series, but not as a weekly based series. But I'll do as much as I can. That's all I'm going to promise. So you might get it once a week, but who knows. As well, since I did say Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel, and I'm going to do some of the Tales from Borderlands, but not all the games have been released yet for it, so just bear in mind that I'll have to do that another time. But as well, Borderlands 1 I've got, but I'm not prepared to record that because I'm not sure if they're going to release a remake, because there's been news about that. So I'm going to wait till a month and see if I hear anything from E3. And if there's a good green sign that's being made, then I'll wait till I can get it for the Xbox One, because in that way that's less usage of my 360. However, I don't think Reach will be made for a long time, so I'm going to record Halo Wars and Halo Reach, as well as I'm still currently recording some ODST on my Xbox One, and the other Halo games I'll start getting into it. I am going to try and balance everything out, and also for those who do like my GTA Let's Plays, I am going to be continuing on with GTA. It's just I haven't been doing it because of my Elgato. Okay, that is why, and I'm really sorry. As well, I also want to say thank you to you guys for asking me these questions. Like I said, I use this as an excuse to talk to you guys. I use this as an excuse to kind of explain like a few things about me, and there wasn't many questions about me, but obviously I will say that I am autistic, and I will go into depths. Yeah, depths. Sorry, I can't say the words sometimes properly. But yeah, like you probably understand why I'm sometimes like how I am, because of my autism. And I'm also going to do another My View video about my autism soon. I haven't done a video on that yet, but I'm going to be doing it soon. But obviously I don't want to keep constantly using it. But yeah. Anyway guys, if you guys do enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.